Hello, I'm Sylvia Furner. I'm the major instructor for EPID403. I'm glad to have you in the course and look forward to interacting with you during this semester. But the good news for you is that I'm not the only one that you'll interact with during the semester. In addition to me as the main instructor, I have a co-instructor, Mary Turek, Dr. Mary Turek, who will be involved about 1/3 of the time during this semester. And then we also at this time have 2 teaching assistants. We may have another one come on board, but right now we have 2 teaching assistants. So the 4 of us will be available to you during this semester as we move forward in this course. So we all look forward to greeting you and having you in the course. I thought I'd take this time to provide you with a bit of an orientation to the course, both in terms of what's available on the Blackboard site, which you will be using to access all of the materials for the course, but I want to in particular discuss major items on the syllabus. So with that in mind, I will tell you that the Blackboard site has about 8 or 9 buttons on the left side of the screen, which will lead you to various aspects of the course. You will have one that talks about the syllabus and course information. In there are documents, obviously the syllabus, but in addition to that, there's information about the technical requirements for the course. So you'll want to review that to make sure that your machinery is appropriate and software are appropriate for the course. There is a link to our e-reserves for the course, which is library references, articles that will be cited and referenced as you go through the course. So you'll want to look at that. That's password specific, and the password is noted on the Blackboard site. In addition to that, there's a glossary of terms, and then one other item that I consider quite important, which is internet etiquette. And in this case, it gives you some clues about what things are appropriate and a few things that aren't appropriate in an internet-based course. So please review those materials. Then I want to spend quite a bit of time with the course syllabus. It's a long document. I urge you to use that as your guide for the entire course. There's information there about the textbook, about the grading, about what items are in the grading, about the TA's information to how you can contact us. It's got our email addresses and all kinds of information that you need. And it is your guide for the course. It lists dates for exams, it lists dates for quizzes, so please use that as your guide. Because it's so important to have dates for examinations, I have also made a little button on the Blackboard site entitled Important Dates. And there, all of the dates for exams and quizzes and when our group assignment is due are posted. So that's a quick review. But the syllabus is the major guide. In the syllabus, it outlines on the last page what topics will be covered each week and the reading assignments associated with those topics. You will notice that the course is divided up into 4 modules, and prior to each module I will give a little bit of an introduction via video of what materials will be included then. I want to point out that everything in this course, as I assume you know, will be conducted online. That means the quizzes, the exams, and it means that office hours and time for interaction between students and the instructors is conducted online. And so you will contact us and ask us for questions, etc., whatever it is, issues that you may have. I want to point out that any personal issues or concerns that you may have should be emailed directly to me as the instructor, not to the TAs and not to Dr. Turek. And I will go over that and remind you again probably during the course of the class. You will be having a group assignment, so a couple weeks into the course I will be assigning randomly you to groups, and you will be interacting and working together on this group assignment, which it turns out isn't due until the last week of class. So you'll get more information about that. It's an integrated case study, and there is a button on an icon on the Blackboard site called the MPH Integrated Case Study, where you'll see that particular information. There is also a discussion board. An important element of this course is that you get involved by responding to questions and posing questions as you will, but each week there will be a discussion board question posted, and you will respond to those during the time of response. Now, you will see in the syllabus that you do not have to respond to all the discussion board questions, but please refer to your syllabus for that information. I will always like to tell students that there are sometimes some issues with technical issues with exam periods, which is why you will see that you have exams are offered in the course over a 4-day period. You may choose when you want to take the exam during that 4-day period, but each exam part has a time limitation. So you'll want to be very careful not to wait until the absolute last day, last hour to take an exam, because if you have some kind of technical problem, you may find that you're unable to complete the exam. I'll review that again prior to our first exam. As I've said, the class will be in 4 modules. At the end of the first module, there will be an exam. At the end of the second module, there'll be an exam. And then the last or final exam will really fall after module 4, which is a much smaller module. Prior to those exams, in the week prior to the exam, the TAs will hold a webinar through Adobe Connect where they'll have questions and answers. And we will talk to you a little more about that, about how you can participate in that. And for those who are unable to participate at the time it's being offered, those question and answer sessions will be archived for you to review at your leisure. I will also hold post-exam reviews via that same mechanism, where I'll go over the things that maybe made you concerned, or where you might have made more errors in some of the responses, so that we can use the exams also as learning experiences. So I'm very happy to have you in the class. I do welcome any kinds of emails or phone calls that you have. I do caution students in an online course to remember that the TAs and the instructors are not on the computer 24/7, and I also say you shouldn't be on the computer 24/7 either. So we guarantee a response within 48 hours to a question, but most of the time that answer will come much sooner than that, most likely within 24 hours. But please feel free to send any questions, any concerns that you have about the course when you have those. So again, we look forward to seeing you virtually and to being your instructors in this course for this semester. So again, welcome to EPID 403.